Hello everyone, today we will see the last concept of this chapter, that is Rolle's theorem and mean value theorem. You can expect 3 mark question from this concept. First we will see Rolle's theorem. Before that, just I wanted to recall one thing. When the function is differentiable, suppose I consider the function f of x to say this is differentiable at the point C, then you should be able to draw the tangent at this point C. Then we can say that the function is differentiable at the point C. That is, slope of the differentiation is slope of the tangent to the curve at some point C. Is it clear? The derivative means the slope of the tangent at some point C to that curve. That is, then we can say that the function is differentiable at that point C. Now we will see the Rolle's theorem. Rolle's theorem says that suppose if I define a function f is from closed interval a comma b to r. Okay, the function is defined from the closed interval a comma b to r. To apply the Rolle's theorem, the function should satisfy 3 conditions. There are 3 conditions. Okay, the first condition says that the function f should be continuous on closed interval a comma b. Is it clear? The function should be continuous on closed interval a comma b. Second says that the function should be differentiable. Okay, the function should be differentiable on open interval a comma b. On open interval a comma b. That should be continuous on closed interval. I mean, the endpoints are included. In the differentiable means that should be differentiable on the open interval a comma b. Then third condition is f of a, the value of f of a should be equal to f of b. Is it clear? The value of f of a should be equal to f of b. If it is satisfied with these 3 conditions, then there exists some c. Okay, c is a one value, real number. C belongs to open interval a comma b. Is it clear? There is some c belongs to open interval a comma b such that f dash of c will be equal to 0. F dash of c is equal to 0. So this is a statement of Rolle's theorem. I'll repeat once again. Function is different from the closed interval a comma b to r. It should be continuous on closed interval a comma b and it should be differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then the value of f of a should be equal to f of b. Then there exists some c belongs to open interval a comma b such that f dash of c is equal to 0. We will see the geometrical representation. So we will consider some example so that you can understand it better. See, let me consider the interval as this is the interval a and this is a b. Okay, 2 values are there, and I will consider the graph of a function is like this. It is from a to b. Okay, it is from a to b. So these are the points. Okay, see this point is c. I have considered the function y is equal to f of x. So this is the function. Now the first, the x coordinate will be a. So the y coordinate will be f of a. Is it clear? And here x coordinate is b. So the y coordinate will be f of b. Now we can observe here the value of f of a and f of b are equal. Right? So this is the value. Now if I draw like this, so the value of this x-axis f of a is equal to f of b. First we will check the first condition. F of x is, function is continuous at closed interval a comma b. Obviously it is continuous graph, right? The function is continuous at the closed interval a comma b. Is it differentiable on open interval a comma b? Yes, it is differentiable on all the points. You are able to draw the tangent at all the points. But if you observe this end point, is it clear? This a and b, the function is not differentiable. Because here you can draw many tangents, like the tangent may be like this or like this, it may be anything. There are many possible tangents you can draw at the end points a and b. So the function is not differentiable at the point a and b, but the function is differentiable on open interval a comma b. The values in between a and b, all the points the function will be differentiable. So first is correct. Function is continuous and it is differentiable on open interval a comma b. As I told you, f of a is equal to f of b. Right? F of a is equal to f of b. So all the 3 conditions are satisfying for this graph. So now there exists some c belongs. Now I have to find the value of c such that the f dash of c should be equal to 0. observe this. If I consider the point C here, the point will be now C and f of C, right? Now here I can draw the tangent at this point. Is it clear? If you draw the tangent at this point, you can observe this one. This line will be parallel to this one, right? So this line is parallel to this one and this line will be parallel to the x-axis. So what will be the slope of this? Obviously it will be equal to 0, right? The slope of this line will be equal to 0 because the line is parallel to x-axis. So this, like this we can say that f dash of C will be equal to 0. Is it clear? Here there is some C. At this point we can draw the tangent. That tangent will be parallel to the x-axis. So the slope of this line will be equal to 0. So by this we can say that f dash of C is equal to 0. So C belongs to in between A to B. This is one example. Let us have one more example. See, if I consider the graph like this. Okay. Now this is the closed interval A and this will be the closed interval B. So this point is now A and f of A. Okay, and this point will be now B and f of B. The function is continuous, right? And it is differentiable at all the points in between A and B. But A and B, the function is not differentiable. Now, is it f of A is equal to f of B? Right? So this is now x-axis, right? So, sorry, this is the value of f of A and this is the value of f of B. Y-coordinates. Both are same. So f of A is equal to f of B. So this graph is also verifies all the three conditions of this. So there exists some C. So in between here I can find one point C, right? So this is the one point C. There exists some C. It may be one or more than one. Okay, at least one should exist. So there is some C. I can take this one as C and f of B. Here I can draw the tangent at this point, right? So this line will be parallel to x-axis. So slope of this will be equal to 0, right? Here angle is 180 degree. So tan 180 is 0. How to find the slope? M equal to tan theta, right? Tan 180 will be equal to 0. So this is parallel to the x-axis. So there exists some C belongs to open interval A comma B such that f dash of C will be equal to 0. Is it clear? I hope you understood this one. We will consider one more example. See, let me consider the graph like this. Now here this is the interval. This will be now A and this is B. Okay. Is it clear? This is the interval A to B. Now, yes, the function is continuous from closed interval A to B. Obviously, the function is differentiable from open interval A comma B. Right? This is the end point and this is the end point. So there are many tangents are possible. So at this end points, the function is not differentiable, but the function is differentiable on open interval A comma B. Now, f of A will be equal to f of B, right? F of A is equal to f of B. This is both are on x-axis. So f of A will be equal to f of B. Now there exists some C. How many C's are possible? One C here it is possible, right? So I can consider this one as C1 and f of C1. So here I can draw the tangent, right? So this tangent will be parallel to x-axis. So that f dash of C1 will be equal to 0. So this is the one. Another one here it is possible, right? So here this is I can consider C2 and f of C2. Here also I can draw the tangent, right? This tangent will be parallel to x-axis. So the slope of this tangent is also equal to 0. So f dash of C2 is equal to 0. Is it clear? Here only one point exists, that is C, and here also one point, but here two points are possible. So we can consider C1 and C2. So this is about the Rolle's theorem. One more thing, can we consider the graph like this? Is it possible? So if I consider this as an interval A and this as an interval B. So now this is A and f of A, B. Yes, the function is continuous, right? And it is differentiable on open interval A comma B. But here you have to observe this. The value of f of A is not equal to f of B, right? F of A is not equal to f of B. So we can't find and f dash of C is equal to 0. Or if we consider the graph like this, now yes, f of A will be equal to f of, if I consider this as A and this as B. F of A will be equal to f of B. The graph is continuous, but the graph is not differentiable, right? Because here we have one corner point, here many tangents are possible. So at this point the function is not differentiable. So function is not differentiable on open interval A comma B, right? So we can't apply the Rolle's theorem. Is it clear? To apply the Rolle's theorem, first of all it should be continuous on closed interval A comma B, and function should be differentiable on open interval a comma b, and f of a should be equal to f of b. If it is satisfies with this all the three conditions, then only there exists some point c belongs to open interval a comma b such that f dash of c will be equal to 0. That is, f dash of c will be vanished. Is it clear? I hope you understood this one. Now we'll see the mean value theorem. Actually, this theory part is not important. Just you have to solve the problems are very important. Now we'll see the second one, mean value theorem. Here also function is defined from f is defined from closed interval a comma b to r. Okay, similar to the Rolle's theorem, the function is defined from closed interval a comma b to r. Here two conditions are there. First condition says that, similar to that, the function should be continuous on closed interval a comma b. The function should be continuous on closed interval a comma b, and that should be differentiable on open interval a comma b. Is it clear? The function is continuous on closed interval a comma b and differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then there exists some c belongs to, okay, a comma b, that may be one or more than one. There is some c belongs to a comma b such that f dash of c, derivative of function at the point c, will be equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Is it clear? The function should be continuous on closed interval a comma b, that should be differentiable on open interval a comma b. Then there is some c belongs to open interval a comma b such that f dash of c is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Here, if it is f of a is equal to f of b, what happens this one? So f of a is equal to f of b means numerator will be 0. So f dash of c will be equal to 0. Is it clear? If it is the value of f of a is equal to f of b, that shows the Rolle's theorem. So here you have to observe this one. F of a is not equal to f of b. If it is equal, obviously you will get the Rolle's theorem. So f of a is not equal to f of b. Remember this. Now let's see some examples. Let me consider the graph. See, this is a one graph. Okay, and I'll consider this as a closed interval a and this as a closed interval b. So here the point will be, so this is a a. We'll consider the function y is equal to f of x. Okay, so this x coordinate is a, so obviously the y coordinate will be f of a, and here x coordinate is b, so y coordinate will be f of a. First, you have to check whether the function is continuous. Yes, the function is continuous on closed interval a comma b. Is it differentiable on open interval a comma b? Yes, at this point a and b, the function is not differentiable. It is very important. Okay, here the function is not differentiable, but remaining all the points, the function will be differentiable. Here f of a is not equal to f of b, right? The value of f of a is here somewhere, f of b is here. So the value of f of a is not equal to f of b. Now let me join these points. Okay, now you can find the slope of this line, right? 2 points are there, a comma f of a and b comma f of b. What is the 2 point form? Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, right? This is the slope point form. 2 point form, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this one we consider as x1 y1. So this will be now x2 and y2. So by this m I can write as y2 is f of b, right? Minus y1 is f of a, m is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by x2 minus x1. x2 is b minus a. Is it clear? So this slope of this line is now, by using the 2 point form, we got f of b minus f of c, f of a, f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Now, there exists some c belongs. I can find one c here, right? I can find one c here. The point will be now c comma f of c. We can draw one tangent at this point. Is it clear? We can find one c on this graph and we can draw tangent at this point. That tangent will be parallel to this line. Is it clear? This tangent is parallel to this line. Whenever two lines are parallel, then the slopes will be equal, right? If it is a lines are parallel, then the slope will write that one as m1 is equal to m2. So this is our point. We can draw the tangent. That tangent will be parallel to this line. write as f dash of c is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. I hope you understood this one. Here the line, this tangent will be parallel to this line. So the slopes will be equal. F dash of c is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. You can see one more example similar to that. See, this is also now I can see the function as a and this as b. So here point will be a comma f of a and here the point will be b comma f of b, right? If you join these two, then we can find the slope of this one by using the 2-point formula. It will be the same, right? F of b minus f of a divided by b minus c. So this is the slope of line and here we can find one point, right? This is the one point. We can draw tangent here. That tangent will be parallel to this line. So here if I consider this point as c, by this we can write f dash of c is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Okay, that's one more. See, now this is a graph. Now you consider this one as a a and this one as a closed interval b. So this function is a comma, this value coordinate is a comma f of a. So this will be now b comma f of b. First we have to verify that the function is continuous, right? It is continuous on closed interval a comma b. It is differentiable on open interval a comma b. Obviously f of a is not equal to f of b. So we can verify with the mean value theorem. Let me join this line. Now here also, so we can join the line like this, right? So here this is a one point and this is another point, right? We can find the slope of this line. Slope of this line by using the 2-point formula. It will be the same, f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. Now we have to find some point which should be between a to b. Here one point is possible, right? So I can draw the tangent. Here it will be parallel to this one. Again one more value is possible here. See that this is also parallel to this one. Is it clear? Here 2 points are exist. We can consider this one as c1 and c2. So the statement says that there exists some c belongs to a comma b. It may be one or more than one. Here only one possibility is there. Here also only one, but here two possible values are there. These are parallel to this one. The slope of this will be equal to same. So f dash of c1 and f dash of c2 both will be equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus c. I hope you understood this one. Okay, try to understand the concept. In the next session we will see the problems based on this.